breastfeeding technique. Guys, how many of you are being mind blown with the small hacks I'm giving you that you think will change your life? Give me MB for mind blown if you're being mind blown. And my question is, will you practice it? Will you use it? Can you do it? Can you change your life? Okay, lovely. Sucharita says MB, Vivek says MB, Anand says MB, Priyadarshini says MB, Binusri says MB, Vinita says MB, Anil says beautiful. I'm sorry that I can't take everybody's name, but I love all of you. I just want to let you know that. Yes. Shri, it can be done every morning or any time. Doesn't have to be daily. It can be just 2 to 3 times a week, just 2 minutes. Yeah. Habit number 4, vowel stretching. Sorry, habit number 4, another technique you can do for see, remember we are talking about authoritative vocal warm up here. Another thing you can do is called vowel stretching. So repeat exaggerated vowel sounds to open up your voice. What do I mean by that? Exaggerated vowel sounds. For example, look at me right now. A. Now don't say A. A. E. I. O. U. Use all your facial muscles. Loudly. A. E. I. O. U. And then opposite. U. O. I, E, A. This is another technique. Here's another technique. Is it okay if I give you another quick technique right now that can help you that I did not plan on giving right now? This is what I call the vocal staircase method. Everybody write this down. VSM. Vocal staircase method. And these are very easy techniques. You can just do it for 1 minute. You can do it daily, weekly, totally up to you. You can do it daily. Vocal staircase method is about, you take 5 words, for example, 5, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds, and 1 will be the lowest volume, lowest 1. Okay. And then 5 will be highest. Can I show this to you? Let me actually stop sharing the screen so I can show this to you. Can you see me full screen right now? Give me FS in the chat if you can see me full screen. All right, lovely, lovely. So, good to see you. Somebody's asking, is it a recording, sir? Sir, the person who's asking this question, this is 2026. If you don't understand this is life, you are still living in the skepticism and the negativity of life. Okay? Vinita says ignore them. Yeah, I understand that. Right. So, vocal staircase method. You go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but we don't say it normally. As my team has been telling you in the chat from time to time, that grab a pen and paper to take the notes. It's very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But 1 should be the lowest tone, lowest vibration. 5 should be the highest. And then opposite. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you do 3 rounds of that. How many of you think this vocal staircase method is mind-blowing? Give me MB in the chat if you think this is mind-blowing for you. This is exactly what I'm talking about right now. This is very, very important for you to understand, to change your life. Guys, I've given you 4 habits. Are these 4 habits clear to you? Give me 4C in the chat if the 4 habits are clear to you. Now, before I go for the 5th habit, I want to share something with you. All right. This is very, very important that I share this with you. 1 second. Yeah. And that is this. Imagine for a second. See, there are many people who tried last year in 2025 to lose weight, but they did not lose weight, all that. But tell me something right now. Imagine this for a second. Somebody is exercising 1 hour a day and they want to lose weight. Somebody who's exercising 1 hour a day. Somebody who's not having any stress. Somebody who's sleeping on time, somebody who's having good amount of water every single day. How many of you know if they do these 4 things, they will lose the weight? Yes or no in the chat box? Yes, 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 yes. No. What if they are exercising, sleeping, water, no stress, but they are eating bad food every single day? Will they lose weight now? No. What does it mean? The fifth habit is the most important. All these four habits we spoke about are very important. The fifth habit is the most important. What is the fifth habit? Called the feedback and correction habit. Feedback and correction. What does it mean? You have to have a mentor in life. If you just see everybody on the right hand side, these are people who are part of our program, who once came to a webinar and masterclass like this, you know, recently in 2026. And not only that, they change their speaking forever. So you have to find a mentor to guide you. Join a focus 90-day program and practice, get feedback and improve. If you do not have this, just like food, all the other four habits will be useless. You must have a coach, you must have a mentor to change your life. So here is what I want you to do. I want you to make a commitment. Just type I commit in the chat box. If you're making a commitment that no matter what, starting today, you will have a guide and a mentor next 90 days to change your life forever. Just say I commit in the chat if you're making a commitment. That's right. Beautiful. I commit. Anand says I commit. Manish says I commit. Ravi says I commit. Valin says I commit. Ami says I commit. Sakala says I commit. Yeah. Let's do this. Lovely. So are these 5 habits clear to you? I spoke about, this is the first module. Guys, am I keeping my promise? One by one, yes or no in the chat box, because maybe you're meeting me for the first time. This is what I want to do always. I want to keep my promise. So 5 essential habits. After that, I want to do the Satish and Joy story. Before that, I want to say, there are many people in the world who listen very casually. If you listen casually, if you do not type in the chat, you will forget everything in next 24 hours. But if you engage in the chat and constantly, even if the chat is privated, I tell you, it's privated. I'm seeing it. My team is seeing it. Team, can you guys just type hello in the chat box for everybody? So, people know that we are just completely right now. Type hello in the chat. Team, just my team. My team is typing hello. Yes. Yeah, so my team is absolutely live right now typing hello. Why? Because we want to make sure that we take care of you. So if you engage in the chat and constantly, if you're there for the next 90, if you stay there, you remember 90% of what we are talking about. It becomes part of the permanent memory. So type yes in the chat if you're going to be interacting with me and my team in the chat. Type yes in the chat if that's going to happen. Absolutely. So I'm going to give you an analogy quickly. Who's this person? How many of you know him? That's right. Beautiful. Michael Jordan. Do you think Michael Jordan went to one session of basketball one day and instantly next day he became Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, overnight, just by one session? How about Devi Shetty? Do you think he went to one medical class, one time, one trial session, and he instantly became a great doctor and a surgeon? What about Sachin Tendulkar? What about Sachin Tendulkar? Do you think Sachin Tendulkar went to time with his pad and bat and wearing the helmet and said, one time he practiced and he did that? What about Sonu Nigam? Do you think he went to singing session one time and immediately he became that? If you think, Vishal, they have had just one time learning, type one time in the chat. But no, Vishal, if you say no, Vishal, it's not about just practice. Vishal, they have had an ongoing mentor. Type mentor in the chat. If you think they have had a mentor in life, a guide. Michael Jordan had a mentor. Devi Shetty had a mentor. Sachin Tendulkar had Ramakant Achrekar. Sonu Nigam had a mentor. How many of you understand that? And those who are typing mentor, how many of you also realize the same thing applies to speaking as well? Give me yes in the chat if you realize that. That you can learn a lot right now, but if you don't have an ongoing mentor, then what's going to happen is that nobody's going to correct your mistake. Then you're just repeating your mistake year after year. There is no mentor to give you feedback. There is no mentor to give you coaching. There is no mentor to correct you. There is no mentor to tell you what you're doing wrong. And that's the mistake a lot of people make. Okay. This is Mrunali. Before I go and tell you the story, I want you to hear how many of you have a desire and a goal to be very transparent with me. Vishal, one day, I want to give a speech not just in front of small audience, but I also want to speak in front of maybe 1,000, 1,500 people. And this is going to happen in 2026. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make it happen for you, with you, if you commit. Who here has the dream? With that, tell me dream in the chat. I'm going to show you this video of Mrunali. She gave a speech recently in front of 2,200 people. When I first met her, she was afraid. She came to a masterclass just like this, and she once told me, Vishal, I want to join your 3-month program right now. But before that, Vishal, is it okay? This is a video last year. She said, Vishal, in 2025, can I really give a speech in front of a lot of people? I said, if you follow what I tell you, if you follow the framework, you can make it happen. So I want you to watch directly. her video right now. Let's go.
Mrinali, how was your speech today? I wanted to ask you, or speech or presentation, something. So, can you spotlight her? Just her, only her. Yeah. How was it for you? What was it?
Hi, Vishal.
Hi.
So this was a 3-day anchoring thing that I did for my company sponsored event. I never thought that I will be addressing on the first day around 1200, and today it was 2200. It was there in the college campus.
Hold on. You spoke in front of 2,200 people today?
22, Vishal, 22.
My goodness. Let's give a round
I
of
was
applause.
not knowing what I was doing, and I'm not oversaying this, but people gave me, I don't know, they have seen such anchor before, I don't know what, but people were just giving me that celebrity like feeling. I don't know.
Hold on, everybody. Unmelt right now. I spotlighted her and say, congratulations, Mali. 2,200 people. Count 1, 2, 3. Come on.
Congratulations,
Mrinali. Congratulations.
I first, I took that feeling. I went on the stage here. Will I be able to handle this much of crowd? And security came because today the chief guest was Mr. Nitinji Gadkari, and there was Z security and everything was there. It was more of a national event. I never thought that I will be able to do this, but my organization person has nominated me that we have some good speaker in our organization, some HR manager who can do this. Who can do this? Then I told to Praveen, मैंने कहा तुम ऐसे कैसे नाम दे सकते हो? At least you would have spoken to me. Who can do this and can anchor so many people? But it was 2 days preparation, and they really complimented on the confidence, the vocal variety, the T. Lawrence code.
How many of you can see the smile and the happiness and the satisfaction on her face, by the way? Give me satisfaction in the chat if you can see that.
Variety, the T. Lawrence code, Vishal, that all men's dream. That was, I mean, people were just clapping, and I got this.
Trophy. I didn't understand. It was blood.
And the way you started, Mrinali, was 22. And then you added the 2.
22 people.
No. Today it was 200.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
It was a lifetime experience for me. I
How
never
many of you want to have
addressed so many
this
people.
kind of lifetime experience this year? Just in the chat. By the way, those of you who stay till the end, I have a bonus gift for you. That will reprogram your mind completely. I'm gonna give that gift to you. How many of you are staying till the end? So it's gonna happen. By the way, who this session is for is, I'm gonna quickly talk about it. This is for leaders. So can you quickly tell me in the chat, what's your profession? What do you do for a living? Can you quickly tell me in the chat, please? Yes. Scientist, teaching. Don't give me just the industry, but the profession. Software engineer, senior project manager, CEO, banker, applying for IPO, doctor, chief engineer, okay, data analyst, senior leader, CEO of an IT firm, okay, senior leadership, IFS, senior journalist, CA at Deloitte, okay, director, software prepare, okay, got it, CFO. Okay, so, and how many years of work experience do you have? Because, we said that to come to the session, you must have minimum 10, 12 years of experience. Yeah. So in case you have less than 12 years of experience, the program that we will talk about later on, 3 months, do not join it. Is that clear to you? That program is only for people who have some experience in life. That is not for beginners at all. Okay. Give me yes in the chat if this is clear to you. Lovely. 25 experience, 29 years of experience. Can I join the main program if I have 13 years of experience? 12 plus years experience you can do. So who this session is for? This is with 12 plus years of experience. Duration of today, 3 hours. Is that clear to you? Give me clear in the chat box. Take notes in your journal physically. Don't give out recording, no matter how many times you ask. It was told already. Questions, I'm going to answer toward the end, not in the middle. In the last half an hour, I'll handle all the questions and take a decision at the end of the session. So type TTE in the chat. That means till the end, if you're staying till the end of the session. Lovely, beautiful. So remember, I told you that five essential habits. That is clear. Now we are coming to the Satish and Joy story about procrastination and action taking. We're going to talk about this right now. All right. So I'm going to tell you a story right now, and this story will be life changing for you. My question is, can you capture and handle the story? Give me yes in the chat box. When I share the story, I want you to hear the story about yourself, about your life. Sharat, are you clear? Divya, okay. Kumar, Sheetal, this story is going to be about your life. Once upon a time, there was a guy, there was a friend. There were two friends called Satish and Joy. And Satish and Joy were good friends. They lived in a small area in a small village. And one day, Joy suggested. By the way, Satish, the first guy on the left, he was kind of like a timid person, always doubted, always was fearful. But the guy called Joy powerful. He was very happy. He had more confidence. And one day, Joy suggested to Satish, right? Clear? Joy suggesting to Satish, okay, Satish, let's go out on a trip for 1 month because we have been living in the village. Our fathers, our parents are farmers, and let's do this. Let's take some money from our parents and from our savings, and we have been studying in school. College is kind of over. Let's take a one month trip to explore India because traveling can make you feel more matured. By the way, how many of you like traveling? Give me traveling in the chat. So Joy suggested that. Satish says, yeah, sure. Let's go and talk to our parents, take their permission and do it. They went home, they spoke to the parents and parents said, "Okay, ek mahina baad, you can go, prepare yourself, blah, blah, blah." And finally the day came 1 month later on. They packed their bag. Satish's mother gave a nice aam ka achar, like the mango pickle, in a small jar, and Joy's mother gave some nice food in the bag. And finally, Satish and Joy started walking. They started walking toward the railway station. And as Satish and Joy were walking toward the railway station, Satish was asking, okay, will we have a good time? And Joy said, don't worry, it's very normal. It's just a small step. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then after reaching the railway station, they were standing on the line, right? Joy and Satish are standing on the line to buy the ticket in the booking counter. And Joy said, Satish, tera paisa de de, the ticket. And at that time, Satish, the fearful person, guess what Satish said? No, Joy, I'm scared. I'm not going. And Joy said, are you mad? We have been speaking about it for the last 1 month. You showed interest. Came here. You walked till the railway station. Now you're quitting. Satya says, I don't know. I feel scared. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to think about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Joy said, you are making I'm not sure a habit. Satish, don't quit now or else you'll regret forever. Satish says, no, bhai, you go. I'm not going. Satish turned around, went back home. Joy said, one ticket, please. Joy took the ticket, took the train, and for the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, guess what? Joy went around India. He went to Goa, he went to Karnataka, he went to Kerala places, he went to Kashmir, he went to major places. And 1 month later, Joy was coming back. But this time, when Joy was coming back with happiness. Joy was coming back with stories. Joy was coming back with maturity. Joy was coming back with a lot of memory and new friends in life. And Satish was standing at the station again. And Satish says, Joy bhai, welcome. And Joy was looking very happy. And Satish says, you are looking so happy. Why? Joy says, it's because I took the train. And that's when Joy gave a piece of wisdom. Write this down. Joy said to Satish, don't miss the train this time or else you'll regret forever. You have a habit of packing your bag, coming to the train station, and then quitting. And that's why you are sad. Don't miss the train this time. Guess what? This Satish never changed. That Satish did not take the piece of wisdom. Opportunity, took the right chance, thought long term, changed his life. I've got a question for you. Which person do you want to be like, Satish or Joy, when it comes to public speaking this year, in the next 3 months? Which person do you want to be? Joy. But can I tell you something? Is it okay if I become a little tough on you? Don't you think that so far in life you have become like Satish when it comes to public speaking and communication mastery? Don't you think that you avoided many times? You came to a webinar, you thought about it, you dreamed about it, and then you backed off. Can we break the pattern today forever? Just type pattern in the chat if you are willing to break the pattern forever today. That no matter what, you will not be like Satish anymore. You will never back off. Today is the day. Not only you're coming to the train station, but you're gonna board on the train and see and explore your communication capability, superior capability, accelerate your results forever. Lovely, beautiful, beautiful. Warren Buffett calls public speaking the $100 million skill of today's time. Warren Buffett. Buffett's point is mastering public speaking. Yeah, I love what Avijit says. Avijit said something interesting. Said Satish is dead from today. Avijit, congratulations to you for making a commitment like this. Lovely. Warren Buffett calls public speaking the $100 million skill of today's time. You know what that means? That means this one skill, if somebody masters, it can be worth to one individual, it can be worth 8,000 crore in their lifetime if they capitalize on that properly. Now, in the next 2 hours, the time that we're going to spend, I don't want you to listen just thinking, oh, wow, there are some great tips. I love that. No, right now, I want you to hear to Vishal Sarkar thinking, I'm not here just to spend my time today. I'm here to invest in a skill that Warren Buffett, the most successful investor of all time until now, is calling the most important skill. I'm mastering here an 8,000 crore skill. Give me 8,000 CR in the chat if you realize the value of what we are talking about here right now. Lovely. Beautiful. 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 Awesome. So, 5 essential habits for world-class speaking, done. Satish and the story of procrastination and action taking, done. By the way, how many of you are making a commitment that you will never again become like Satish? That old identity is gone forever, like that old Satish it's completely gone forever. The joy is coming into you. Who's feeling that? Yeah, Shiva says, I'm joy. Arden says, never again. Rahul says, Satish is dead. Rabia, I love that. Man, these are intelligent people. Anupama, can you see that chat, by the way? These are intelligent, smart, action-taking people. Anupama, can you see that?
Vishal, yes.
Yeah. I love that. I love training. Like, these are people, when they join our program, they change their names forever. Okay, lovely. Let's go. Satish and Joy's story. Now we are coming to 5 unignorable elements of a great speaker presentation. Please write this down, add this to your notes. 5 unignorable elements. So what are the 5 elements you should have? The first one, please write this down. Please write this down in your journal, is captivating body language. Captivating body language. Now, what do I mean, captivating body language? Right? Captivating body language. Yes. You must have, Anupama, tell Bhagoshri not to post anything right now. Captivating body language is very important in terms of, so I'm going to give you 3 tips. Just take your hands right now. Yeah. Keep it like this. And now do this. Right here. Not here. Not there. Here. All right. From now, whenever you go somewhere and you don't know what to do with your hands, how many of you struggle with that, by the way? Give me in the chat. You keep your hands inside your pocket and then you don't know what to do, right? How many of you struggle with that? Keep your hand here. Stand straight and keep your hand like this. Can you do an activity? Do you want to do an activity with me right now, even if I can't see you? Stand up. Everybody stand up. Stand up. Get away from the computer. Stand up. There should be a little gap between your feet. Okay? Keep your hand there. Body straight. But body straight doesn't mean like this. No, not too stiff. Calm. And do this. Smile. Nod. Look at me right now. Nod. And now imagine there are people in front of you. Nod at everybody with your hand like this. Go right and then left. Look at everybody. And imagine everybody's looking at you. Feel their sense. Lovely. Keep standing. Stay standing. Now say, my first point is having a mentor is most important. Do it with me. The second point is, do with your fingers. You must master your communication. The third point is, don't be like Satish. Be like Joy. And bring your hands back here again and smile and say thank you. Small exercise we did. How many of you did that? Tell me wow in the chat if you did that. And if you saw a small shift in how you're feeling, because this is the mental visualization is very important. Oh, wow. Lovely. Right? One more exercise in body language. Get up. Get up. Get up. And do this. Say this. There are two kinds of people in the world. Just mirror me right now, okay? Just mirror me. Whatever I'm doing, just do it. There are two kinds of people in the world right now. There are low level people. There are middle class people. And then there are world class people. Low level people, around 60% of the world. Middle class people, around 37% in the world. So these two are 97%. But the world class people, 3% people. Now look at that hand and say, these people have one thing in common. They do like this. They master their speaking power. Come and sit right now. How many of you did that? How many of you are noticing what we're talking about right now? Are you seeing the magic? Lovely. So, by the way, I give you 4 different techniques of body language. How many of you caught that? How many of you missed that? Is the question I should be asking. One is this technique. It's called the clutch technique. Okay. This is the first one. Second, it's called the listing method. First, second, third. First, second, third. Another technique that we spoke about right now, all right, is called the leveler technique. Low level, middle, high level, top. And then you point, it's called a pointing technique. You're pointing toward it. Guys, did you understand what we did right now in the last just 2 minutes? So powerful. Body language is so powerful. Can you guys see that? Oh, lovely. Yeah, yes. This is mind-blowing. This is amazing. Okay, lovely. This is the power of communication. How many of you think you're missing a lot in life because you have not mastered communication? By the way, if you see the screen, I teach a lot in practical manner. So you can you guys see that I'm making people wear the mask here? Can you see that? Yeah. I make people wear the mask sometimes so that they cannot do the cheating also in the program. And with the masks on, I mask on, they do this and they change the game, and that's how we do it. Body language. Another thing you're going to master is called persuasive vocabulary. Please write this down, add this to your notes. And that is this. Okay. Manoj Punjabi is constantly saying this is recording, this is recording. Okay, Manoj bhai, this is recording only. Because you're saying it is recording, that means many days ago, many weeks ago, I thought that one day Manoj is going to come and he will not learn anything. He will not use his brain. He will just keep typing in the chat constantly to bother my team. And because of that, I said your name at that time. बाकी लोग हंस रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Give me a laughing emoji on the screen. And मैंने तभी record करके रखा था. अभी आपको दिखा रहा हूँ. So Manoj Punjabi, yeah, it is recording. Brilliant intelligence. Sorry, just wanted to confirm. Yeah. Okay. ठीक है. There are, what did I say, guys? There are 3 kinds of people in the world. Right. Vocabulary. Yeah. Manoj, you're welcome.
Take a moment to address that those who are sending messages to our team, those who are sending messages in the chat, you're distracting away from the conversation. If you feel that this is not something where you want to be, you're very welcome to continue learning and then gently not disturb everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, no offense. I love you guys, but some people can go, and if you don't like it, you can sit in front of a computer and you can watch a Kapil Sharma show. But wait, even when watching Kapil Sharma show, you'll say, recording. Just wanted to say that. I like having fun. Is that okay with you? I like having fun. All right. Rohin is having a lot of laughter. Praveen, okay, good. Let's continue then. Vocabulary. Please write this down. It's not about using hard words. It's about using persuasive words. It's not about using hard words. It's about using persuasive words. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Okay. I'm going to give you some examples. So let's me do this. Instead of teaching you, because it's not about just random words, vocabulary cannot be learned properly. There is a system for it. We call it the persuasive words, Rahul. Yes. So it's not about using hard words, it's about using the right persuasive words at the right time. So I'm going to give you some examples of what I mean by persuasive words. And then what we're going to do is after that, let me do this. Do you want me to just theoretically speak about it, or just like body language, do you want me to give you some examples so you can learn more? Which one do you want? Practical examples or theoretical? Okay, examples. All right. So vocabulary, let me do this. I have created some A versus B. Like this is A and this is B. You using your intelligence, tell me which one sounds classier, not harder, but classier. All right. Lovely. Let's go. Thank you so much. I love, by the way, can I just quickly share? You guys are awesome. Like, anytime I do this session, this is awesome. And that's why the people that join our program, we just check. We never let people join our main program without coming to this. I say this for one reason, because I want to test people. I want to test people. Yes, not everybody is going to get a chance to join our main program after the session is done, because I want to make sure that they are the right fit for this. You know, if somebody is very skeptical, they're procrastinator, those are not people we want in the program. So I love you. I just wanted to say this. The best in me sees the best in you. The appreciator in me is acknowledging the appreciator in you. The committed in me is seeing the committed in you. So thank you for being here for yourself and to make this your best year ever. So, persuasive vocabulary. I'm going to give you A versus B. You tell me which one sounds better. A. Hey, I'm busy. Can I do it later? Somebody says that. Hey, I'm busy. Can I do it later? Or, hey, Vishal, or hey, Anupama, I have too much on my plate because I'm swamped with projects. Can your request hold for a while? Which one sounds classier? By the way, do you see on the right hand side, there is no hard word at all. Yeah, B is the answer, but there is no hard word at all. Another one. I need her to help me always. For example, Anupama. I can say, Anupama is like a strong pillar. I need her to help me always. Or I can say, Anupama is such a gem. Without her, I'm dead in the water. Here, the word dead in the water means I'm helpless. So this is why how you use something called conversational idiom. We talk a lot about it inside our program. Another example. How many of you are noticing that Bishal, that is energy? So you can say that he has good energy. Vishal has good energy, but that's boring. You know what you should say? His energy is off the charts. Off the charts, meaning even a chart is not enough. Like it's off the charts, it's off the graph, it's completely outside the graph. Which one sounds better to you? A or B? Tell me in the chat. Another example. How many of you are in kind of what can I say, leadership position? Especially you're a project manager, you're a project leader. Anybody here? Okay, me. Sagar says me. Okay. Ekta says, okay. All right. So many of you are saying me. So here's what people can say. No matter what, I will finish the project. No matter what, we will finish the project. No matter what, we have to do it. Boring way. Here is what you say from now on. Come hell or high water. Everybody repeat after me. Come hell or high water, I will walk through the finish line of this project. Our team will walk through the finish line of this project. Come hell or high water, we will walk through the finish line of this project. Clear? Can you see the difference? Come hell or high water means kuch bhi aa jaye, no matter what comes, we will walk through the finish line of the project. Do you understand what I mean by persuasive vocabulary now? Give me yes in the chat box. I have a question for you. Because see, this cannot be just written down and you will just go home and just today you will go to your home and your wife is saying, ke, acha ye khana paka nahi theek se, we haven't lunch or dinner or whatever. And you can't tell your wife, ke, come hell or high water, we will walk through the finish line of this gajar ka halwa together. You can't say that. It has to be contextual. Are you guys catching what I'm talking about? I make this session fun so that you would bypass conscious mind, guess your subconscious mind, and we catch it. So it's not about just writing down words, I'll use it next time. Come hell water. It's about making it a part of your default vocabulary. How many of you want to get trained by me for 90 days where I make this part? I make it as easy as breathing for you so that your inner fire gets unlocked. It becomes fun and exciting. You have high voltage confidence around your vocabulary, and not just that. You will have fun in your speaking. You will never take anything personally when there are people who are just trying to poke this like, yeah, I want to be trained by you, train for the next 90 days. We will talk to you very soon about it. Somebody's asking Is it really possible to use these words when naturally when you're speaking, especially when you are under nervous? Uh, Praveen, yes, it's absolutely possible. I'm going to tell you later on in the Q&A section. But understand there is nothing called hard. Everybody write this down. It's not hard. It's only unpracticed. Whew. It's not hard. It's only unpracticed. Driving is not hard. It's unpracticed. Making a lot of money is not hard. It's unpracticed. Speaking to a lot of people is not hard. It's unpracticed. You don't have the framework. Random practice is framework based practice. Okay, we'll go. Nicely mentioned. Yeah, I love that. Thank you. Another thing that's important is your natural flow of speaking. You have to have the natural flow. Can you see that how the greatest speakers in the world, in fact, do you see even today when somebody's constantly, for their right reason, they were saying that, oh, I am this, and is it recording this? Do you see that how very naturally, not to put anybody down, thank you, but can you see how naturally I just made a fun moment, not fun of them, but fun moment, saying, your name was there recorded, I knew it and I recorded. Did you see that how I made a fun moment out of it where everybody was laughing and having fun? This is not sarcasm. Sarcasm is where you are making fun at the cost of other people. Humor is when you're having fun and everybody is joining with you. So natural flow means sometimes what happens is I see a lot of people, they have this problem, and tell me if you can relate to it, is I'd love to join, however, I'm afraid I'll not be able to attend in the data. Well, our programs, the main program happens in the weekend, in the evening, later on, not now. Many times people forget their points, and if somebody asks a tough question and you get, it becomes very hard for you to come back on track. Have you ever noticed that? By the way, I think, what was I saying? Oh, you lose the flow. So the fourth thing that is very important for you to master is this. I always forget. Yes, this happens. I face with natural flow. The main problem I'm having. Swapnil, thank you for sharing. And so natural flow is something to master. And one of the ways is proper framework, which brings me to point number 4, because natural flow comes from spontaneous speaking. The biggest question of the day, which almost 1,001 will answer. How many of you struggle with this? Spontaneous speaking. Okay, I can prepare a lot, but when the right time comes for me to speak spontaneously, I struggle with that. Who here struggles like that? Yes, lovely. So I'm going to give you a solution for it. Okay. Should I give the solution some other day, some other week, some other month? Next साल करते ना, next year, 2027 is going to come soon. So at that time, no, Ravi? Okay. Write this down. PREP. PREP. PEP. Okay, I'm going to explain this technique to you right now. And do you want me to just explain this to you, or do you want me to explain this and show you a demo as well? And what if for those who are saying demo, do you want a demo just from Vishal, or do you want a demo from one of the participants in our program? When they were doing live, we recorded that on video. Example, okay. पाप नहीं, prep. Somebody type पाप. पाप हो जाएगा आपको. पाप नहीं, prep. PREP. Okay. PAP. No, not PAP. Prep. PREP. All right. So prep is for point. First, you state the point. What do you want to share? This is for a small spontaneous speech. And then you tell the reason. Okay, why do you believe it? So first, what you believe in, your belief, for example. I believe average people never grow in life. Reason. This is where you give a logic. Then you give an example from your life to support the point. And then you again tell the point and you restate it. Okay. So point, you state the point, you tell the reason, you give the example, and you tell the point again. All right. So instead of just going on and talking about it, how many of you want me to give a demonstration of it from one of the participants in our program? By the way, लिख लिया आपने? Prep, PREP. Her name is Anindita. So we have a game. You know, one of the things that really fascinates me, that public speaking can be learned very fast if it's seen as a game. So I'm going to give you a game that we play inside our program. It's called JAM technique, JAM, which is called just a minute. Just a minute, meaning You will not get any time to think about the topic. There is no preparation. Instantly, I give them, of course, there are some frameworks they follow. I give them a topic instantly, but the topic will be a little long and funny at the same time to challenge. So we have three layers. One layer is it's like simple topic, and then we go to give a little like a philosophical topic, and third we go for philosophy plus funny, and we don't give them any time at all to prepare, not even 2 minutes. And I'm going to play a video like this right now live from inside our main program, and I say you have 60 seconds, speak now. So 60 seconds they have to finish speaking. So do you want to see a live example? Give me LE in the chat, or actually give me excited in the chat if you are excited to see how this actually happens. कि कैसे होता है? How does it happen? That without any preparation, let me prove it to you. And give me after the speech if you think that, man, that was awesome. Only then. All right, let's go.
Spontaneous topic for you, Anindita, today is this. Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are. Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are. On a count of 3, 2, 1, start.
So guys, spending your life with someone is one of the most vital decisions of your life, which I feel. So I am taking time. I'm not yet married to, because I am assessing my partner on various vitals. And one of the most important vitals to me is testing his patience. Why? People who are able to tackle situation with patience, they can help you with anything. Suppose I am not a patient person, but if my better half is a patient person, he'll help me understand the situation. He'll calm me down in a certain situation and he'll lead me through. So the balance should be maintained. If you are an impatient person, your better half should be a patient person. So remember, guys, before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are, because that's when you get to know their patience level.
Time up. Wrap up. Good. Okay, good.
Can you see the change? Can you see how wonderfully somebody, oh, well, I'm seeing this right now, a lot of wows. This is what happens. And here is also memorable quotation that she used. That's the fifth element that can be used, memorable quotation. And this is Anand.
And Anand, I'd like to ask you, how is your spontaneous speaking now? Like before, after, when it comes to spontaneous speaking, without much preparation, if you just have to go and speak, how confident are you? How easy has it become for you now to speak spontaneously?
That's absolutely amazing skill that I have learned from you, Vishal. Earlier, even with preparation, I used to tremble to speak in the public. But after listening to you, after getting so many beautiful framework, now I can confidently start instantly. Now I can instantly structure my speech, whether it is past, present, future, or the prep technique, or so many techniques that you have given me. I have really learned all these techniques. I keep on going back to all those techniques once in a while so that I do not forget them. Thank you very much, Vishal, for all those.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
This is the kind of Q&A video. Somebody's asking, can everybody hear? Everybody can hear. Yes. So 5 essential habits done. Satish done. 5 unignorable elements, third module done. Am I keeping my promise? Exactly the step by step I'm taking you through it, because there is nothing for me to hide. Yeah, lovely. Yes. Okay. Now, the next point is 5 types of confidence, right? We'll talk about it. Before that, because we have spent, I think, 1 hour and 10 minutes right now. There is somebody saying there are 4 or 5. Fifth one is the memorable quotation. So if you paid attention, we spoke about it already quickly. One thing is, how many of you are meeting me for the first time? Give me first time in the chat if you're meeting me for the first time. You probably saw me on, I don't know, maybe on a podcast, maybe on a TV show, maybe on Facebook, maybe on YouTube, maybe somebody told you, maybe, how many of you heard you're hearing me for the first time, but like somebody referred you, like somebody who has been through our program and said, go to Vishal's program. Give me in the chat if that's you. Somebody, okay, yeah, some of you. So, okay, lovely, beautiful, awesome. I see that. Lovely. Gayatri, Sandeep, Rakesh, my friend who said that? Yeah, Ramesh, your friend referent. Yeah. So we have a lot of people in our program, and they typically people just say, hey, you got to join that. But if you and I are meeting for the first time, I just want to let you know, is it okay if I take like 5 minutes quickly to tell a little bit background about me so you understand that I'm not natural in my speaking? Is it okay if I spend 5 minutes, invest 5 minutes for you to help you to tell a little bit background about myself so that you know who I am as a person? Like you're seeing I'm skilled, I can help people get results, but for me as a person, okay. So, and you know, a lot of times people start with the story. I don't like to do that. I like to start with value because only when I prove the value that in the last 1.5 hours you have already done that, this is going to be very important. Now it makes sense for me to tell the story about myself. And that is the thing. What those people know about me is that I run something called Elite Transformation Mastermind. It's a private inner circle group that we run for top leaders in India. It's a 45 lakhs rupees investment to be a part of it. We have thousands of success stories. We have speaking courses starting from 1 rupees to 15 lakh rupees. And we have, the reason I mentioned this to you, it's because we have programs that where people get amazing results. The videos you have already seen, people get great results here. And when people look at me, they think, Bishal, you must be natural in your speaking. You must be natural in your communication all your life. You know, you've been doing it for such a long time. No, I'm not natural. I am not natural. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that what you see on the screen is exactly where I was born and brought up. I was born and brought up in a middle class family, in a middle class background, in a 150 square feet railway colony. My father was a railway clerk in a colony called North Colony in my hometown, Shiliguri. And growing up, I did not have much. In fact, this is the photo where this is my father's second-hand Bajaj Super Scooter. And I've spoken about it in my TED talk as well. By the way, how many of you have watched my TEDx talk? Give me TED in the chat if you've already watched my TEDx talk already. Yeah, Ravi says okay. Yeah. So the reason I mention this to you is because I've always been an introverted guy. This is the only single photo that I have from my childhood days. I don't know if you remember those. Do you remember those old camera where there was 28? There was like this reel and 28 photos you could take. Then you had to go to the studio to print the photo from the negative. Do you remember Kodak? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's where I came from. And the reason I mention this to you because probably you are remembering your old time. It's because I've always been an introverted child guy. But to make things worse, I was bullied in my school days. I was not bullied by students. I was abused, constantly punished for no reason by an English teacher in my school. And every morning, I was afraid to go to school. Every morning, he used to call me abusive words. And what I later on found out is it was not just me. There are two, three other people. Anybody who was afraid, he bullied them. He used to call them abusive words. He used to punish them in the middle of the ground for no reason. Because back in the days, think about it, you could not come home. We could not come home and complain to our parents कि टीचर ने ऐसा किया, टीचर गाली देते हैं. We could not do all that because back then we did not have like parenting and this all these legal rules and all that. We don't have that. And I'm going to tell you right now, many people are being bullied in life as well. They're bullied in their relationship, in their corporate life. They're bullied in their career and they don't know. I was bullied. And for many years, my confidence was shattered. I couldn't speak to people much. I was like a side guy. And my early life, anytime I used to travel, in my local trains when I was doing my graduation. I remember every single time I used to travel. I used to travel in these local trains. The hustling and the bustling and the sweat and so uncomfortable. And I remember one time in my college, there was this one speaker who came, just like I'm a professional speaker. Now there was a speaker who came. And at the end of the speech, I went to him and I said, okay, sir, I have a question for you. He said, what is the question? I said, sir, why is it that so many people in my college who are so successful from their family background, they come in car, four-wheeler, their bikes, and we don't have anything. And what he told me blew my mind away. My question is, Are you ready in this live session right now to hear what he had to say? Yes or no? Can I share that with you right now? He said two things. Write this down. Don't trust your memory. Write this down. He said, first point. He said, the first point, Vishal, is this. If you are not born in a wealthy family, make sure you give birth to a wealthy family. He said, if you don't come from a wealthy family, make sure a wealthy family comes starting from you. You don't have to be the fruit bearer of the wealthy family. You can be the root creator of the wealthy family. First point. I said, sir, how do I do that? He said, number two, you must have a mentor in your life, not an office mentor only. A mentor who can teach you high income skills, the right mindset, that can show you, that can not to earn your validation, not to just get respect and appreciation from you. They can shake up the carpet under your feet, and they can tell you, and you have to hear the criticism sometime. But if you can be comfortable, and he said, if you can take the mar from your mentor, you will not get mar from your life. Either life से मार खाओ or mentor से मार खाओ. विशाल, your choice. उस दिन मैंने decide कर लिया था, I'm not going to be taking a hit from life anymore. I will be taking a hit from my mentor. Everything changed for me. And from that day, I decided the cheat code, the shortcut in life is to have a mentor. I don't want to be like these people anymore. From that journey of the railway every single day, to now when I do an event in Bangalore, for example, last year we did an event, for example. When I do an event, we have people coming, and this is not a inexpensive event. Just to come to that one day event, when we have around 45, 50 people. There is a waiting list for it. This year, we don't have anything. We have something only in December. So not now. I do an one day event. It's at 2.5 lakhs rupees to come to it. It's for 5 to 6 hours. There's this one lady, if you just see in the front, her name was Kalpana. By the way, everybody type Kalpana in the chat, because I have a gift for you later on. If you remember, okay, remember the name Kalpana. This lady, she came to me and she changed her life. So people look at me today, and because Vishal, you have been on TEDx, you have done this, all this, but they never realize that I was not born as a great speaker. So does that overcome your limiting belief that you have to be born as a speaker? Don't. Give me yes in the chat box if that makes sense to you. You don't have to be born as a great speaker. You don't have to be born with anything. Public speaking is not a skill you are born with. Public speaking is a skill that you train with. We have had, in the last 6 years that I've been doing it for, we have had thousands of success. And, I've been invited to give a speech at Microsoft and IBM and Cisco and Google, and all these companies paid me crores of rupees to train what I train people right now. This is Sandhya. She said, my only regret after joining your program is, why the hell did I not join you 5 years earlier? And she said, if I did that, I would have saved more time. I would have not wasted over 5 lakhs rupees in useless courses. I'm glad I finally found you. This is Sandhya. And today she's going globally. She's speaking a lot. She's changing her life because of one reason, because she found a mentor. Warren Buffett once said, the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself, because the more you learn, the more you will earn. And that's why we have a program called World Class Speaking, which is not for everybody, because I want to give personalized attention to people. And so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give you 1 minute. I'm going to give you some time to respond. Just 30 seconds. How will your new life look like, feel like, when people respect you? How will you feel then? Imagine for a second, when you're advancing in your career this year, when you're boosting your income, when you're gaining more respect, when you're having a happier life, how will you feel then? Tell me some words. How will you feel then? What kind of feeling will you have once you achieve all this? Secure, happy, satisfied, respected, great, happy, currently unimaginable. Imagine karo, otherwise kaise aayega? Great, proud, contented, satisfied, gratifying, ultimate euphoria, proud, top of the world. And my question to you is, are you willing to invest in yourself to make that happen? Invest time, money, and energy to make it happen. Or you can be like Satish and back off. Okay. Now, 5 essential habits done. Satish Joy story is done. 5 unignorable speakers elements done. we are now coming to 5 types of confidence. Okay? 5 types of confidence. We'll talk about it now. Okay. First type of confidence, write this down. The first problem that a lot of people have, somebody's typing, I'm not able to respond in the chat. Are you responded in the chat only? That's why I'm seeing it. Lovely. I love you guys. I love all of you. But with that love, one thing that's very important for you to understand is many times people have self doubt. And how do you overcome the self doubt? So for example, how do you know you have self doubt? You say things like you frequently question your ability to take new action. Can I really do it? Or sometimes maybe you feel paralyzed before approaching somebody new and you say, what will they think of me? And maybe sometimes you repeatedly compare yourself to others. So the opposite of self doubt is self confidence. Yourself is a way to do it. So the first type of confidence is self confidence. Now the problem is people think just self confidence is enough. No, but first understand how people get self confidence. Here is a proof of that. Talk to us. Tell us about the way.
I'm into acquisition and resolution of financial assets. So we did a large deal from Bandhan Bank, which is about 775 crores. And in terms of acquisition, and if you are somebody following or understand it, I think it's the biggest deal in the industry which has happened this year, and it is the biggest deal in terms of cash deployment and in terms of my division largely in the last 10 years.
Beautiful. Let's give a round of applause to Anup.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
How do you feel achieving this?
It's a great achievement that I feel. It's just not getting sink inside me for the last 1 week, you can say.
Yeah, get used to it. Get used to this feeling of new wins.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank
Anup,
you.
proud of you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the first layer. But you know what people think sometimes? Self-confidence hai to sab kuch hai. No. Confidence is not everything. The second kind of fear people have. By the way, how many of you struggle with the self-doubt? Give me in the chat if you struggle with the first type of fear or confidence issue here. Okay. The second kind is called stage fear. Stage fear. Okay. Now, people think stage fear I'll overcome with self-confidence. No. How do you know you have stage fear? Let's understand symptomatically. For example, have you ever gone to a doctor sometimes? A good doctor, a strong doctor, will not try to give you just medicines. They will try to understand your symptoms properly. Proper diagnosis is important. Are you guys catching what I'm talking about? Yeah. So these symptoms that I'm talking about, catch if you have these or not. All right. How do you know you have stage fear? How do you know you suffer from stage fear? Sweaty palms, dry throat, racing heart minute before a big presentation. Yes or no? Does it happen? Folks, second one. Forgetting some points because of nervousness. Does it ever happen to you? You forget some points. Third, the thought of speaking to a larger audience feels almost unbearable. You say sometimes, I wish I could delay it. I wish I could delay it. Does it happen? The opposite of stage fear is not self-confidence, it's called crowd confidence. Write this down. This is gold I'm giving you. Crowd confidence. That means it's not about just you are confident. You have to have the ability to charm and captivate people. Third layer, third fear, it's called social anxiety. What is social anxiety? I'll give an example. So let's say you don't have stage fear. So you don't have that self-doubt. अपने में doubt नहीं है. In front of other people, one-way communication, you don't have fear. Social anxiety means, this is where you are talking and you're interacting with strangers. You avoid networking because you fear awkwardness and judgments. How many of you are guilty of, give me G for guilty in the chat? Or maybe you don't know how to create interesting conversations for extended period of time. Sometimes you say things like, how are you? So where are you from? But you don't know how to take the conversation forward. Maybe sometimes you feel anxious, even in casual gathering. You have fear of judgment. Or, सुन लो ठीक से, please सुनिए. You replay some past conversations in your head, worrying about how you came across last time. And you think, are they also judging me like that in the past? Are they judging me from the past time? Are they judging me because of my presentation that happened, that was a blunder last week, last month? How many of you think this happens to you? That means you suffer from social anxiety in some way. Yes, I'm seeing the chat. Fear of judgment. Maybe it happens sometimes. Okay, see that. The opposite of social anxiety is not self confidence. It's not crowd confidence. Write this down. It's your people magnetism. What is people magnetism? People magnetism means that you can magnetize people properly. You can magnetize people toward you. You can magnetize people toward you. The moment, the way you speak, people feel comfort. You can give comfort. It's almost like you're the Narayana of communication. That when you speak, people feel ke ठीक है हो जाएगा सब. You guys get what I'm talking about right now? That's the people magnetism principle. We talk a lot about it inside the program. These three that we have already spoken about. Yes. So, one, self-doubt, stage fear, social anxiety. One is self-doubt. Opposite of that is stage fear, crowd confidence, social anxiety, people magnetism. Clear? Fourth, decision fear. Oh, decision fear. What is decision fear? Can I tell you what is decision fear quickly? Unable to take decision. Yeah. I gave an example today of decision fear. Who remembers that? Some of you are remembering. Do you remember this? Do you remember this? That is decision fear. You get excited. For example, constantly procrastination. Constant procrastination. How many of you struggle with that sometimes? Especially when it comes to learning a vital skill. Oh, you thought that last year I'm going to improve speaking, you did not. This year also, you think you should. You know you should invest in yourself and take your speaking to the next level, but then you quit. Another one, over analyzing every possible outcome until you're stuck in indecision. You say excuse for some people is I don't want to do it. I want to do it in the perfect manner. Next week I'm traveling, then I'm traveling. So perfectly done, then I'll not do it. They wait for perfectionism. Third example is constant assurance from other people. Will my wife say yes to it? Will my husband say yes to it? Will they say yes to it? Will God come say yes to it? Opposite of decision fear is, write this down, decision certainty. Decision certainty. That, and I'll tell you what is the decision certainty. Please write this down. It's not about always taking the right decision. It's about taking the fast decision and making it right. It's not always about taking the right decision. It's about taking the fast decision and then make it right. People who go to the top in the corporate level, or even inside in business, for example, they are not waiting all the time, analyzing too much. They say, if I'm 50 to 60% ready, go. Average people wait for 99% also. There is some problem. I'm having this. That's the difference between average people and high class people. By the way, do you notice what I'm doing with my body language? Leveler technique, world class people. Okay, lovely, good. Glad you're catching it. Guys, am I making it very practical? Yes or no in the chat? Can you give me some love emojis on the screen in that case? Am I making it practical? I'm making it tactical. Listen, the main course that we offer, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not for everybody. It's within 1 lakh rupees, even though the value is beyond 3 lakhs rupees. It's going to be within 1 lakh rupees. We don't take a lot of people. We take 10, 15 people when I do this. But the reason I mention this to you is for a simple reason. For me, what's important is quality of people. We want people who are implementing it, who can see it. And that's why it's very, very important. So decision certainty. Fourth, so this is a couple of minutes ago, I showed you the example in some time. I showed you an example of a lady who was sitting in the front. Who remembers the name of that lady? Who remembers it? Who was sitting in the front, who paid 2.5 lakhs rupees to come to the event? Kalpana. Do you want to hear what she has to say? Yes or no? Lovely.
My name is Kalpana Muralidhar. Vishal, I'm making this video for all those people out there who has a message and who want to become a powerful speaker, that I wanted to say that I got an invitation from Karnataka State Higher Education Academy, Dharwad University, where in next few days I will be speaking and empowering the top 60 professionals who have been appointed as an assistant professors to various government colleges. A couple of years ago, I didn't even know how to be a good speaker, and today I am a powerful speaker because sessions, every programs, your mentoring program, public speaking program, master program, your one-on-one coaching program, every session, every experience helped me to discover my true self and connect to my authentic self, and today I am a powerful speaker. And I thank myself because instead of being skeptical and judgmental about myself, I took these opportunities and I believe that opportunities are seeking me. And the only difference between all the people out there and me is that you are dreaming your dream and I'm living my dream. Vishal, I thank you for all your support, your love, compassion, your all the guidance and tools, strategies and programs and sessions have helped me to become a very powerful speaker. Thank you, Vishal.
Can you see the happiness and the satisfaction on her face after her transformation? The only difference between all the people and her, what is that? That many people are still dreaming the dream and she's living the dream. Decision certainty. And the last one is inconsistent confidence. Inconsistent confidence feels like this, feeling like you're very confident one day and then again your confidence goes down the other day. Performing brilliantly in comfortable setting. Oh yeah, I'm very confident here. But in some other ones, you're not confident. Confident in front of maybe small group or known group, but not much confident in front of big or unknown group. How many of you struggle with that? The opposite of inconsistent, write this down, is anti-fragile confidence. It's not just consistent confidence, anti-fragile. Acha, how many of you sometimes have traveled with some gifts in your bag? Have you ever done that? Like maybe in the airport, you take some nice showpiece and they pack it. And have you ever seen that sometimes they put a tape around it and they write fragile? Fragile, matlab ye toot jayega. That means you have to handle it with care. Most people are like that. Fragile. Please don't criticize me. Please don't say anything to me right now. Don't criticize me. I want just easy things, easy, comfortable thing. You want this year to be your breakthrough year? How many of you want it? This year to be your greatest year ever in your life? Not like last year, not like the year before. Become anti-fragile. Anti-fragile means bring it on. I'm ready. Everybody write this down. Bring it on. Do it with me with your hands. Bring it on. I'm ready. Bring it on. Criticism, bring it on. Problems, bring it on. Issues, bring it on. I'm ready. I am ready. Bring it on. Bring it on. That is the attitude one must have. Sometimes I see people keep saying how to make 100 crore. Podcast mein dekh raha hai. 1 lakh rupees they cannot invest in themselves. 50,000 they can't invest in themselves. 100 crore. Podcast, 2 ghanta. Oh wow, that podcast was great. Did you improve anything? No, just doing it. Popcorn khate khate, 100 crore. Why? They are ignorant. I'm telling you this right now, out of love to you, because I want leaders in India to grow and go to the next level. I want India to be the confidence capital of the world. And one speaker at a time. I want one confident speaker in every household in India. That's my vision by 2028. And the reason I say that is for that to happen, you have to have anti-fragility. आप बाहर जाते हो, कोई बात नहीं करता, smile नहीं करता. Oh my God, you think about it. Do you have that much time? You are wasting 2 freaking minutes of your life thinking about somebody who didn't smile at you. Who cares, man? Bring it on, everybody. Bring it on, I'm ready. Bring it on, I'm ready. Opportunity for public speaking, bring it on, I'm ready. Some criticism, bring it on, I'm ready. Bring it on, I'm ready. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I'm passionate about what I do. And that's why you can see that, you can feel that. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is very important for you to have the anti-fragile confidence. This is what I taught to Anup. Check out what he has said.
Last week we had a town hall, and the town hall was addressed by my MD, and MD and my CFO shooted something through my shoulder, saying that, regarding some deals, something without understanding the value. And I thought, take it in a cool way. I don't respond. This time I decided to give them back. And I took bulls by horns and I gave them back in a very aggressive way. And I felt I went to my MD and I had a discussion, and he said, you raise it in direct reporters meeting. And in that direct reporters meeting, probably the ratio was 1:15. I was the only one who was raising that concern, and there was everybody else who was like dumb, not raising any concern. So I thought myself proud that finally I was able to break in my mind something going against the crowd and made it and express my views one-on-one. And I was able to tell right as right and wrong as wrong. Well,
and how did that make you feel that, when you took the stand for the truth and you said it in an assertive and aggressive way because it needed you to behave that way in that moment, and you expressed yourself, how did that give you that? What kind of feeling did that give you?
I think my confidence has reached next level. And I feel like there's nothing to lose in this. Everything from now onwards, I'm gaining on.
Bingo. Awesome.
So I think I've reached this level.
Guys, can you see? Anup changed his life completely, and he completely changed it. And this is the thing that is very, very important to change your life forever. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. Very, very important for your community. If you saw that transformation, give me in the chat if you can see that. This is what I'm talking about. Your speaking, your power. And now I'm going to the next part. All the people that you see here right now, 5 steps of confidence done. So let's cover what we confidence done. After this, we are coming to the X factor. World-class mentor. If you do not have a world-class mentor, you will not learn the right technique. If you don't learn the right technique, you will not have the right correction. If you don't have the right correction, you will not have the corrected practice. And only when you do these 4 things, only then you will become an awesome speaker. Take a screenshot of it if you need, but it starts with a world-class mentor. Can you see all of them? By the way, all the people that I've showed you, all of them had me. Let me ask you a question. Can you show me one successful leader with exceptional speaking who did not have a mentor? You can't. You can never. So the question is not, should I have a public speaking mentor? No, the question is, how much longer do you want to waste your time in trial and error? Let me ask you this question. How much longer do you want to waste your time in trial and error? How much longer do you want to waste your time in just being stuck in your communication skills? Yeah. Not a single day. Yeah. That's why I'm here, because I want to join the main program. Yeah, not anymore. I see that. That's a good thing. That means you're serious. Let me tell you this right now. This is Muhammad Ali became the greatest boxer of all time. But you know what? He had Angelo Dundee to coach him. Angelo Dundee gave him the mindset, the high performance secrets that most people never know. Sachin Tendulkar. He became the master blaster, but he had Ramakant Achrekar to coach him. Oprah Winfrey. She became the most successful, visibly woman successful leader in the world. But guess what? She had Martha Beck to help her, guide her. And when I give you the example of Dr. Shiv, which I'll show you just now, he came to me. He's the managing director of Indian Public School, came to me. Anindita, do you remember the prep video framework? Give me yes in the chat box if you remember. She spoke on the prep, on the funny topic. She came to me. Subish came to me. Kalpana came to me. So how many of you are feeling that, Vishal, I am next? Just type me in the chat box if you feel, Vishal, I am next. Let's do this. I'm going to give you an opportunity half an hour from now for people who want to get started with this. So X factor done. Another module I want to cover now is the 4 time test golden rules to sort your speaking and influence. 4 rules. Rule number 1, write this down, the 7 seconds. Never have a second chance to make a first impression. See, this is a goldfish. The goldfish's attention span is 8 seconds. Means every 8 seconds, 8 seconds, they just get distracted. Every 8 seconds. They'll go this and they go right and left. Every 8 seconds, they get distracted. Human being Do not think their attention span is 8 seconds. It's less than 3 seconds now. Which means if you want to be a powerful speaker, you have to hold their attention for a long time and you have to master the art of communication. How is it that we started the session with 1100 or so people and we still have 95% people still intact right now? Because I know exactly the art of communication. I'm going to teach the same thing. Do you want to learn is my question. Do you want to learn? Do you want to learn properly? Will you apply if I teach you? Would you like to become my mentee? Would you like me to guide you? Do you want to have, it's not about just joining a program. Do you want to have a mentoring relationship? So you get to know me, I get to know you when we coach you and guide you and take you to the next level. First is 7-second rule. Second is, write this down, 7-38-55 rule. 7-38-55 rule. What does it mean? 7% of your communication is your words, what you say. 38% is your voice, vocal tonality. And by the way, do you remember a couple of minutes ago I was talking about Dr. Shiv? Guess what he has to say about his voice. By the way, can I just share something with you? Is there anybody here who has a little bit of weak voice, not so strong, like maybe a little feminine voice, not so strong, even females, like it's not strong enough, it's weak? Do you have anybody struggles with that? He used to have that. I trained him in our program. Can I show you his after video, what he said? Remember, he used to not have an assertive voice at all, very weak voice, feeble voice, used to be ashamed of it. He used to speak like this, and now see how he speaks now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shiv Kumar, and the biggest learning for today for me is like the 4 quadrants of voice modulation, like which Bishal explained very clearly, and he's a man with who gives very practical solutions for your problems, like, and about your facial expressions during your presentation, your body language, and all those kind of stuff. And I feel really pumped up for today's session, and I recommend all of you to be part of this mastermind group, because he's a person who really builds confidence in each one of you, and I am a real-time example for it. Like when you attend a session, like everything is gone and you're totally pumped up to face the future. And I recommend all of you to be part of this mastermind group and get benefited, become a confident person, confident speaker, and have a purposeful life. Thank you.
How many of you want similar results? Just type wow in the chat box and bring it on. I'm ready. Do it with your hands after typing wide. Just do it with your hands. Say, bring it on. I'm ready. Bring it on. I'm ready. Bring it on. I'm ready. That's right. And the 55% is your body language. We spoke a little bit about body language, but there is some more advanced tips. For example, what to do with your facial expressions, when to look, when not to look. Very important, crucial elements. But that's the second golden rule. Third golden rule, write this down, is called hook and retain rule. Hook and retain rule. Hook and retain rule means you have to hook the audience for attention, and you have only 7 to 10 seconds for it. Then you create connection with storytelling, with framework creation, giving them value. And then you end with impact so that people remember you for a long time. Hook and retain rule. So if you have 100% of the time, so that's the previous one, Priyadarshini, 55% is body language. But in this, hook part is like your first 10 seconds. You got to really work on that. So you grab people's attention. You can use quotation, you can use question, you can use startling statement. For example, let me give you an example of hook. Is it okay if I give you a practical example of what I mean by hook? Give me yes in the chat if I can do that right now. So let me ask a question quickly. Who here is a fitness freak here? Anybody in the chat? Who's a fitness freak? Like, you are the person who wakes up in the morning and goes for a run. Okay, me. So, and how many of you are fitness freak, but also sometimes give a little bit of, in a good way, gyan to other people as well about fitness? Maybe you're a fitness coach, maybe who's there? Okay. And any fitness coach in the room right now, like successful fitness coach, not like a beginner? Anybody? Any fitness coach? Okay, some of you. So imagine somebody's talking about, let's say, losing weight. Okay. I'm going to give you two methods or 2 ways to speak about it, just the hook part. And you tell me which one sounds better. Are you guys clear? I'm going to give you 2 versions. We might go a little bit over time with this, but are you guys okay with it? I want you to stay in the end. I'm doing this extra things to make sure that you're fully here right now. 2 different methods. Person one comes and says this. Hi, my name is Vishal, and today I'd like to talk to you about fitness. In fact, I'm going to talk to you about weight loss, and I'll give you 5 tips on how to overcome the extra body fat. We're going to talk about some processes, and yeah, we'll spend the next 15 minutes on exactly how to lose weight and feel better about your body. Yeah, let's go. Person one, how much would you rank in terms of first impression? How much would you rank? The first impression part here. 3, 2, 5. Yeah. Now the second person, ready? Second person, ready? Second person is coming now. This is a 2-liter bottle. What if I told you that by next time this week, I mean, by the time next week this time, you can lose and drop 2 kg of body fat without quitting your favorite chocolate, without exercising, just by changing 2 things about your body. And no, you don't have to be super disciplined because of that. And no, it's not just a one-time 2 kilo weight loss. I can guarantee this 2 kilo weight loss will happen in your body every 10 to 14 days until you reach your ideal weight. How do you feel 3 months from now, waking up one morning, realizing when you look in the mirror and stand on the weighing machine, you have achieved your ideal weight? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vishal Sarkar. For the next 15 minutes, you're about to discover the 5 unconventional weight loss tips that will lose weight, not hope, so that you can become the most powerful version of yourself. How much would you rank this first impression? Some of you are already typing 10, 10. Okay, you see what I'm talking about right now? Hook part. How many of you want to brainstorm and get ideas about how to do things like this so naturally that people gravitate toward you? And it's not about anything else. It's not about just fitness. It's not about just health. Anything, any topic, this can happen for you. All right. Who can retain rule? Is that clear to you? And the final rule is called 72-hour recall rule. What is 72-hour recall rule? 72-hour recall rule says that when you are speaking, for example, let's say you give a speech, you give a presentation, will people remember at least 50 to 60% of what your points, word by word, 72 hours after you speak? Most people think, yeah, but think about it. Think about it. You give a half an hour, 45-minute presentation in your office. Be very honest. Leave the ego outside. If I go to those people, 3 din baad, and if I ask them, can you tell me what this person spoke about? Do you think people will remember how you, based on how you structured the points? Most probably. What do you think? No, no way, no way. It's not about what you do here. It's about the long term. You have to remember it. Tell me this right now. Okay? There were 2 guys that I spoke about at the beginning in the train story. Remember, 2 guys went there. What are the 2 names? Tell me quickly in the chat. Bingo, Satish and Joy. Couple of minutes back, I showed you a video of a person whose voice was like this, and they are very masculine in their voice. What is the name of that person? Bingo, Dr. Shiv. How do you remember? Stories. Tell me one more thing. Okay. When I was in my school, when I studied Bengali medium government school, I was bullied by who? Who was I bullied by? English teacher. You see how fast you are. It has become a part of your long-term memory. You will not be able to forget these things even 3 months from now. This is the art of speaking. It's not just about talking a lot. 72-hour recall rule. Is that clear to you? Is that clear to everybody? So this is what I talk about right now, guys. We have had thousands of success stories. You can see stories after stories after stories. And here is what we spoke about today. All right. I told you that I'm going to give you 5 essential habits of world-class speaking. Did I keep my promise? Give me PK in the chat. PK for promise kept. Satish and Joy's story. PK in the chat. If I 5 unignorable elements. Promise kept. 5 types of confidence. Promise kept. X factor. Promise kept. 4 time-tested golden rules. Promise kept. Do you think I was able to deliver my promise? It will be massively valuable in today's session. Lovely. Beautiful. Thank you so much. In the last 2 hours, and you think, oh, that's amazing. And then you stay stuck for the next 5 years. You'll try to improve something on your own, but it's kind of like you're trying to do it yourself. That's how you do. Second option is you learn, you get a mentor, and if you want me to help you implement, you master and prosper in your life, in your career growth, in your promotion, appraisal, everywhere in your life in the next 30 to 90 days, in your personal and professional life. Which option do you want to take? First or second one? And how many of you are ready to join and understand how the main program works? Give me RTJ in the chat, RTJ for ready to join. If you think that, Vishal, you know what, I'm ready. Lovely. But if zero desire to improve step by step, then you have got class, you have got it, you can leave now if you want. However, the second kind of person, if you're serious about getting results, it's not for about you just learning, it's about results. I will now share the premium program details for the next 30 minutes, so hang tight. Before I share this with you, I want to quickly tell you, I'm now going to share for the next 40 minutes or so, that in detail, world-class speaking program details.